right, let's run through Friday's daily puzzle from chess.com. This one's called Find a Win the World Champion Missed. It's black to move. Give the video a pause and try yourself if you feel like it. All right, so find a win the World Champion Missed. That sounds hard because I would imagine the World Chess Champion is a better chess player than I am. Certainly not positive. I don't know that, but I do that. I know that. I could fork the rook and the queen immediately. Maybe that's no, because yeah, my rook is under fire. So, but if I threaten the queen, then you can't take, right? So what's going on here? Is there? All right. Well, I can check the king, and if takes, then I can assure that I fork the queen. So that would be a rook and a knight. So I mean, the king doesn't have to take there. My dark square bishop doesn't really look like it's doing anything, and my queen is on dark squares as well, which doesn't look very good. I mean, so this puzzle has win in the title, so I know that it's a checkmate. So I think, or maybe not. I mean, you can win by just winning a piece, like an important piece, I guess. Some people talk about that. Yeah, like this is kind of interesting to me, just because my rook is under attack. But this fork is way too easy. It's definitely not just that. It does. Oh, the bishop is looking here, so that didn't work at all. If I go here, the bishop can just take my... Okay, so that plan was bad. I imagine the world champion wasn't missing the fact that the bishop is protecting the square. So we start here. I assume the queen's going to move. I don't even... How do you... Like, these pieces are just not involved at all. How do I get them involved? I feel like there's going to be a queen sacrifice involved. That makes sense to me. To, like, if this pawn takes, then my bishop has sight on stuff. Could that be it? Could I just sacrifice my queen? Does this threaten mate? So if the pawn, like, didn't take, which seems kind of insane, but if the pawn didn't take, the king would have to move here. There must be a mate there, right? So, like, if my knight jumps in, there's got to be a mate there. And if the pawn takes, I feel like there's probably a mate as well, because my bishop sees over here. I don't know how to make it happen. So if here, forces the king here, and this is mate, right? I think if the pawn takes, I'm mating the king. That looks really good. Yeah, I think that's the case. So here, if the pawn doesn't take and the king just moves, then my queen's in. This seems like a good move to me. I'm gonna give it a shot because I didn't see anything else. Sick. Okay, so the pawn didn't take, which is the line that I didn't investigate. But now it feels like I'm making some serious threats here. Do I just like sack, or do I go here first? Pawn here, queen here. Yeah, that's got to be mate. Yep. Knight to here. Oh, then the king can move back. Double check. Huh. Okay, so there's still a lot more to this line. I'm really feeling like it's this knight check. If the pawn were to take, my queen comes here with check, and then this is mate after the king moves here. So the pawn can't take my knight. So the king has to move back to where it was, and then I jump here is what I'm looking at, and I'm double checking the king, and the king could move back. And the king has two moves. I feel like it has to be this though. I'm either sacrificing the rook, which seems like it would open things up. That might actually be the move. Yeah, wait. Here. And the king has to move back into the corner. And I can go here. King goes here. Man, I don't know. I don't see it. So it's got to be one of these moves. I have to give a check here. Because my queen can't do anything. My queen can't give a check and it's under attack. So, like, I must be giving a check. So here, I calculate that if the pawn takes, it's game over. So here, and then I really want to like this move, but it cuts my rook off and allows the king can either go here or here, which makes calculating the line really hard. Yeah, it feels like if the king like just weasels its way in there, that's annoying. I feel like it's probably this, because the king has to take. This feels the most forcing. And then I can get my queen right on the king. But the king can still move back to the corner, and it feels like it's safe somehow. It's not safe, but like, what do I do? Because my queen being here is bad. So knight here, no. Rook here, King takes. How about queen here? It doesn't look good. I don't see it. I gotta finish this puzzle. It's gotta be this or this. I can't imagine there's anything else. And I just don't see how either line works. Here, here, here. No, it's here, here, here. King only has one square. It's back into the corner. I feel like I have to sack the rook. It just looks better than the knight. I could be wrong, but I'm not seeing it. I've tried it a bunch of times. All right, is it this? Pawn takes? What was I missing? The pawn takes line. I know that it's checkmate. What was I think? How was I thinking this checkmate worked though? I actually don't see this checkmate at all. I was thinking I could go here, I think, when I was calculating it, but but this works just as well. The queen's probably going to sacrifice, but I can go here. If the king moves here, this is mate. But what about the other line? Ah, man. The queen's not going to sacrifice. Okay. All right, so let's analyze this one. So the queen sack came first. Saw that. I didn't see the entire line, but it did look really good because I saw that if the pawn takes, there's huge problems here. I'm bringing my bishop and my knight in. So the pawn doesn't take. King moves over. Knight jumps in, and this looked like a good move, but I just couldn't see the full line because I thought that if the pawn didn't take and the king moved over, I couldn't find the checkmate there. So it's still mate in 3, it says. E4. Oh, cutting off the bishop works? Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't see that. That's a cool move. So instead of double checking, you jump back here because you're checking. Wait, the pawn can just take my queen. What do you mean? Knight E4 check? The pawn still can't take my queen for the same reason. Oh my god. I was thinking because my queen was under fire that there was like I had to save my queen. That's nuts. Look at this. Here, this is the line that I was missing. And this was really hard to see. F takes G5, so my queen can be taken and stop the check, but then the bishop gets in, and the same problems persisting that was happening before. That's mate. Oh my god. Okay, so that line didn't... That's crazy. So it was here, 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 and in the puzzle, the pawn takes, and now my queen jumps here, king is forced here. I mean, the queen could have blocked, and it could have been one more move long, but that's not what, like the queen could have come here, takes, just to make it one move longer, but that's mate anyway. Awesome. Tricky puzzle there. I really should have gotten it, but the pawn takes, or the not pawn takes line, the king moving, was a tough mate to find. I'm fine with where I got with that puzzle. I thought I calculated that fine, but didn't quite get it. That's the puzzle though. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.